Well, the saying, come hell or high water, certainly applies to so many residents in New South Wales and beyond. Certainly does apply to my next guest, who's been through hell and high water just to get here to Club Menangle tonight. I refer to David Kennedy, and I caught up with David following success with Rock and Roll Runner. Well, Dave, congratulations. A couple of winners here at Club Menangle tonight. That 13.5-hour round trip from Narrandera to Club Menangle. A little bit worthwhile tonight, but it has been made even more difficult with all the floods and the traffic that has been plaguing that particular area.
Yeah, definitely. We're sort of suffering with the floods at our place in particular. Not just getting to and from places. Had to do a bit of a detour to get here, and then the roads on the way here, doesn't matter which way you go, they're all being ruined by the water and all the traffic. But anyway, tonight's been a good night, so that's been worth it.
Yeah, certainly you've got a smile on your face. So that 15-hour trip, which has virtually been extended to, is going to be a little bit more easier.
Yes, I wouldn't like to do it all the time, but anyway, this week it's been pretty good.
And it has caused problems with the family.
Yeah, yes. My wife and my young fella, they've had to move into town to cut down the travel. It's about it's an hour and a half's drive one way to get to work from where we live. So she's camping in town with him, and I'm camping out the river and boating the workers in from across the river down to our place. So they're pretty involved at the moment.
And your nephew Jackson Painting, who's your right-hand man tonight, he's on the sidelines at the moment, he's also been missing from his family for a while.
Yes, we had the bright idea of coming up here for a month or 5 weeks. It was his idea, and we brought the right sort of team up. But he's been missing his family as well. He's actually going home tomorrow for the christening of his little girl Millie. So he's done a good job while he's been here, and hopefully he comes back feeling refreshed.
David, closing in on 800 career wins. You've had 3 Group 1 victories. How did your career start?
Just family involvement. Both sides of my family have been involved in harness racing and racing. Dad family was into gallopers and out greyhounds. He was a bit of a mad punter, really. But just sort of started that way. I got my licence. We both got a licence together when I was 18, and we've just been mucking around with them ever since. And got fair dinkum probably 10, 12 years ago. Started doing it professionally, and we've got a good training facility at home. It's not much good for anything other than training horses. It grows lots of weeds, but it's a nice sand track and a hill track, and we've had a good success since we've been there.
And David, you've enjoyed a lot of success on the country circuit, in particular the last 4 or 5 years, which is a wonderful achievement, seeing that the country circuit just gets stronger every year.
Yeah, it is. It's there's nowhere really easy to win a race, but it's the new track at Wagga's been a real bonus for us. It's a pleasure to go there. We've still got to go to a few other tracks that aren't quite as much fun to go to, but it's about an hour and a half drive from where we are. It's down the highway, so we pretty like it, and it's only 20 minutes to Leeton for us. So we've got a lot of local owners and groups of owners, so it's good to have race local for them to watch, and also good to get a couple here tonight for them.
Yeah, you've always got a very strong team, David. How many horses do you have in the stable at any one time?
I'm trying to work about 20. We've had up to 26 this year, so we've got 17 or 18 I think at the moment. There's 14 at home, there's 6 or 7 here I think, I'm not sure.
Now, Dave, you've had some wonderful success with a couple of horses in particular, Dead Set Lucky, which the family bred.
Yes, there's a bit of a story behind him. I won a free service to Nuka Earl, and he was the progeny of that, and he actually got called Dead Set Lucky because my father was a mad, he liked making his own biodiesel, and he set himself on fire one day, and he was very lucky not to be seriously injured, so that's where we got the name for him. But he was a real good horse for me. I won the Seymour Pace with him on a Sapling Stakes. He was a real good high speed horse here. He made the Chariots, he ran third in the Chariots, so he's a good horse to us. Sporty
Spook was another 237 starts, 46 wins, 51 placings, and ended in the still racing the States?
I think he is still racing. I think I won 18 or 19 with him, and then we sold him over there. But he's a good honest horse. He was placed here in a derby and in a Breeders' Challenge. He just got beat as a 2-year-old, placed at Bathurst. So he was a good homebred horse again. He's out of a mare that we own. I've been lucky. She's a runner. She's on the board over there. She's an Oaks winner, so she's the mother of Rock and Roll Runner. So it's good to see. He's a Group 1 winner as well now. So I've been lucky.
Yeah, 2014 still brings back wonderful memories.
Yeah, no, it was. I actually thought we ran second, to be quite honest. We're standing right on the fence, and I thought, well, 30 grand for second's not bad, but the 120 for winning was even better.
Good judge here. What about your nephew, Jackson Painting? Plus or minuses working with your nephew?
Yeah, look, it's a bit like me working with my father, him working with me. We clash a little bit, but no, it's worked out good for both of us, really. You know, he's mad keen on it. I don't know why, but he is, and he's had a lot of success. So, and he's done a good job while we've been up here. So, I'll take some of the credit, but like he does a good job, and you know, it's a lot of work, a lot of travelling, and time away from your family. So, yeah, I'm proud of him.
Yeah, he was going to go off away from harness racing a bit and have a career in the real world, but he decided to stick with harness racing, and it has been a wonderful success story as a pair and also Jackson's career.
Yeah, I think he started work for me when he was about 18 or 19. We worked together for 5 or 6 years, and then got a positive swab, so we went away from it for a little while, but I thought he'd go and do something else, but he's a mad punter too. I think it's in the blood. It sort of runs through the family. But yeah, no, he's doing what he wants to do, so that's good, and I'm happy to help him out.
And of course, Blake Jones, you call upon his services, and another wonderful driver, and also Rod Coelho does a lot of hard work for you.
Yeah, no, Blake and Alan, they trained from my place for 5 or 6 years before they went out on their own, and Blake's a great driver, and we've got Rod working for us now. He's been there a bit over 12 months, and he's doing a great job for us too. He's a real good worker, and he's back there working them at the moment.
We've got a horse going around on Tuesday. I think, as far as my tips are concerned, I put it in as one of the better bets. Scared Stiff. I thought his run here was outstanding last week in the JC Caffin Plate.
Yeah, no, Jack sourced him out of England, New Zealand, I should say. He's actually owned by the same owners that owns Brados Lad, so he won here a heat of the 4-year-old championship the week before. So he's had 4 runs for us for 2 wins and a second here, and then I think he went nowhere the first start. But you know, he looks a nice horse on a good mark.
You think he'll win?
Well, Jack's been training him, so if he does, he can take all the credit.
Well, David, success tonight with Punt Away and also Rock and Roll Runner. Great to see you in the winner's circle after what you've been going through, and hopefully more success will come your way.
Thank you very much.